All right, guys, welcome back to Survival Living here. So, yeah, I tried it again. I did say they. You know, it's easy to get wrapped up in a lot of conspiracy and direction on narratives. All right, somebody tried to take out former President Trump again. Yeah, this time is at a golf course down here in Florida. The conspiracy guy in me looks at it and say, it's the opposition side. I've got no proof on that. As much as I know, it could just be some wingnut that decides that he wants to be famous. But after the first attempt and the connections with BlackRock on the first shooter, yeah, the first assassination attempt makes you question a lot. It really does. Now, guys, they got the guy. So I was waiting for the news media to sit there and blame it on a AR-styled assault rifle. Apparently, it was an AK-47 this time around. But security, Secret Service got the guy. So maybe they get some answers out of him. Who knows? My biggest concern, especially with this uptake on now twice assassination attempts on a former president and a candidate running for presidency again, this isn't stopping. I'm worried about division here in America, civil conflict between the left and the right. You know, they've been priming this stuff, and I do say they, governments, have been priming this for a while as far as us versus them. And I don't mean us versus the government. I mean, that's what the Constitution was for. We have a right to bear arms, protect ourselves, and keep our Constitution. They want a draconian, tyrannical government. They tell you, you obey. And they have it set up that way. If you don't go their way, they just take everything you got, lock you away, you lose everything. It takes years to rebuild yourself. It does. You go away for a while. That's to take it all. I worry about conflict between you and your neighbors. And that's my greatest fear as a prepper. Not EMPs, coronal mass ejections. Are those real threats? Absolutely. In a major conflict, civil war between us and them, you know, left and right, your neighbors, yeah, there will be power outages. Of course, to gain control of an area, they will knock out power. They will shut off power. They'll shut off food supply. They'll do all that to make the opposing parties come to them and give up easily. And my concern, again, I feel like they're pushing this wedge between us, our neighbors, and expecting us to go in, expecting us to start something. And I know there's going to be plenty of commenters right now. Well, this is what they've been waiting for, you know, all this other stuff. Preppers are the minority. There's not many of us. All right, there's not. With over 300 million people here in America, if we are lucky, and this is a big if we are lucky, there is 1 million preppers. I don't think there is. I think there's too many people stuck in the norm. You know, they go to the store. If they go to the store, a lot of people buy fast food, go out to eat to dinner all the time. They don't cook their own stuff. I don't want it. I mean, there's just too many people not prepared for any of this. Way too much collateral damage, in my opinion. But that's my opinion. You know, to the conspiratorial part of this, and I say they a lot here on this channel, I have no problem looking at the rabbit hole. I have no proof on anything, but you know, the left might be trying to take him out before he takes office, before he wins the election. I mean, look what happened with Kennedy. He was going to end Vietnam. They couldn't have that. Not the military-industrial complex. Not the money that was being made. Nah. They took him out. All right? So it's not really just the left. I've always said it doesn't matter what president you have in this country. There's somebody else pulling the strings. Lobbyists, big business, big pharma. That's who runs the country. Banks, money is what runs this country. And money is what runs the world. That's how treaties get made. That's when war gets waged. So the conspiratorial part of it might not be too far-fetched. I'll let you guys leave that in the comment there, what you guys think about this. I think they are priming us. They're waiting for us to react. When I say us, I mean constitutionalists, the right, people that want to see Trump in office, people that are sick and tired of being force-fed the left's agenda, sick and tired of having drag queens in our schools to teach kids story time and stuff, libraries, rainbow flags in your school. Those choices, those decisions as an adult is what people as an adult should live with. If they decide they want to dress up like a woman and they're a guy, hey, you do your freaking thing, okay? But don't force it on our children. Don't indoctrinate our kids. School is designed so you get an education, math, history, science, reading, comprehension. Reading is comprehension, yeah. It's not for indoctrination on you have a right and decide if you want to be a boy or girl today. Little Jimmy will call you Darlene or whatever. The perversion of wholesome families has been gone for a very long time. And we're seeing the sick, twisted evilness of people pushing it on our children. You know, years ago, you would see that in the colleges. That's where you'd see the different aspects and different views on things and, well, you know, Marxism and everything else. Now they're going after your kids. And it's not just the left. There's something else driving that. It's not just some crazy politician that laughs at everything, or another politician that forgets where he's at. I mean, you really think that he is the mastermind of what's going on in this country as far as the left agenda? The guy never even knows where he's at half the time, falls down, going up steps. Couldn't make fun of someone's physical handicaps, CFP. You're right. But for the leader of the free world, shouldn't be in that position at all. Don't be surprised, guys, when he steps out of office and done with his term, we'll start seeing pop-ups on how his mental health has declined with dementia and everything, like all of a sudden. We all see it. It's how messed up and corrupt our country is. They just let it go. Here we got a president, former president, going back for re-election that says the things that we want to hear and promises to be able to do those things. Is that why there's an uptake in assassination attempts? Maybe. I mean, when was the last time someone made an attempt on a president? It's been a while. And now we got two on the same person. just be ready, guys. Stock up. You know, I was at work today when I found out this stuff was going on. I was working on a Sunday. It makes you sit back and look at it and really look at your preps. Really look at your plans. Am I really ready for it? I train. I do the drills. We prep. We move our stuff around. Are we really ready for a civil conflict here in American soil? I'd like to think I am. You don't know until it happens. And then there's no reset button when it does happen. What you got is what you got. And if you have everything in your home, and something happens to your home, I don't know, maybe drive a tank through it. What are you going to do then? All your preps are there. You didn't want to learn outdoor survival, evade tactics. You didn't want to learn about putting stuff in ground in other locations, have a bug out plan to get to that spot so you have something to eat, something to, shelter. You didn't want to do that. Because, you got 1,000 rounds, you can die on your porch, or else I'll mow them all down, blah, 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 blah. I don't know, I think a lot of people haven't been through a lot of bad things in their life. I've been through plenty of natural disasters, homelessness. When you lose everything, and you have nobody to call upon, all you got is a pair of shoes that you're wearing. If you're lucky, you got boots. Same clothes you wash out in a mud puddle or a stream somewhere away from prying eyes while you sit there naked, letting your clothes dry out so you have some cleaner smelling clothes. Eating stuff you find that other animals have killed because, hey, there's nothing moving. It just turns out you suck at hunting. It happens. You can be really good at hunting and they know you're there. You can be really good at fishing and not catch anything. I don't think any of us are ready for this. All right, guys. Keep on prepping. Speak to you later.